What's going on, YouTuber? What's the deal? It's your boy Viewmaster617, and I'm back with another video. And I want to do a recap and talk about the Game Awards. Yeah, the Game Awards was last night, and I gotta say, it was fire. It was fire. The Game Awards was lit in a time where gaming had a big dry spell. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you a list of all the game announcements. I'm gonna tell you my disappointments of it was, and I'm gonna give a little breakdown of a little other event, things happen within that event. So first, I'm gonna start off with the Game Awards. The announcements of the games coming out a little late this year until early next year and late next year. So they showcased Turok Origins. Now that game, fire. I never been that big of a Turok fan because of the camera angle, but the fact that they put this now in three third person as opposed to the classic first person spoke volumes. It was fire. Gameplay was awesome. The graphics looks amazing. I can't wait for that. The Witcher 4. Now, I never played I truly never been a Witcher fan, but after seeing 4, I think I might have to take a step back and play 3 before playing 4 when it comes out, because now I'm kind of intrigued by it. Wasn't never big a Witcher fan because I heard the game mechanics was a little wonky, but I'm going to give 3 a go before the 4th one, and I'm going to play the 4th one. Warframe 1999. Oh my God, that game blew me away. I can't wait to get that. That looks amazing. I believe it's going to come out on Steam too, as well as other platforms. So I'm probably going to play most of these games. I'm going to play on Steam anyhow, unless I get a PS5, which I don't have. But some games are on coming to PS4 as well, which I do have. So Helldivers 2, the Omens of Tyranny. That looks amazing. I can't wait for that one. Onimusha Way of the Sword coming out in 2026. That shit was fucking phenomenal. That shit was one of the epic fucking games that I seen just from the trailer itself. And the gameplay was awesome. Like, you see the fucking blood on the blade and shit, which a lot of times you don't see too much of that. Actually, really don't see that at all, really. But the graphics, the way that the blood comes off the sword, the blood is on the sword, sick, sick. The first Berserker, Kaizen, that's another type of slasher game. Looks amazing. I can't wait to play that. Dying Light the Beast. Never played the Dying Light series. I heard the first one was decent. This one I heard is supposed to be a big improvement to the first one. So I'm going to give it a go. Elden Ring Night Ring. Also never played any of the Elden Ring games, but I'm thinking I might jump into it. Could be the graphics and everything, the gameplay, everything looks amazing. So I think I have some catching up to do. Steel Hunters. It's basically like an Armored Core type of game, and it looks fire. The graphics look amazing. I like the action sequences in that game. It looks crazy. I can't wait to play that. Virtual Fighter fucking 6 looks sick. That game, whoo! That Virtual Fighter, bro, man. You want to talk about Tekken? Look at this new Virtual Fighter come out. This shit looks crazy. And it looks a lot more realistic than any of the fighting games like Street Fighter or Tekken that you ever seen before. Like the background scenes, the backdrops, everything looks amazing in that game. I can't wait for that. Den of Wolves, I'm definitely going to give that a go. I think that's an online multiplayer game or a campaign game. I'm not sure, but I know it's on Steam. So I'm going to try it on Steam, and I think it's out now too. Mafia 4 Old Country, oh my God. Finally, a new Mafia game a lot of fans been waiting for. I can't wait to get it. The graphics look amazing. The cutscenes look crazy. I can't wait for that. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Now, I'm not a big fan of side-scrolling platformers, but this one looks sick. They took Ninja Gaiden and kind of improved on the graphics and the mechanics on the game, the way it looks. And I like the way the sword makes the sprite slashes, as he's cutting stuff and the blood coming out. It looks good. It kind of reminds me like Metal Metal Slug, but in ninja form. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna play that. Now we get into the meat and potatoes of my last two games. This one was my most anticipated fucking game from couple of years ago. Crimson fucking Desert. I've been waiting for them to give a release date on this game ever since they announced it, I think in 2021, I believe, or 2020. It's been a while. Like Crimson Desert, I felt like it's a long overdue. This game should have been came out, but they finally showed even more extensive gameplay on it, and it looks fucking amazing. Amazing, I tell you, amazing. So I can't wait for that. And this other new one that came out with Naughty Dog that surprised and blew everybody at Game Awards away. It's called Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet. That game looks pretty sick. And the girl, that the female protagonist in that game, she was the one of the villains in the Uncharted movie. She was the black girl. I'll say anti-hero. I'll say that. Yeah, she looked like she's gonna hold it down in that game, and the graphics and that everything in that game is crazy. I almost thought the way it was looking, I almost thought it was gonna be like a new Mass Effect, but I think this one's gonna blow all the Mass Effects out the water. We'll see. And on top of that, it's the fucking answer to the Starfield game that was lackluster for these Xbox junkies. So, Xbox fanboys, you better sign that that Sony contract and get on board with that Intergalactic when it drops, because that might be your answer to the Starfield that was lackluster. All right, now we're gonna go into my disappointments for E3. My disappointment was they didn't show Resident Evil 9. I was hoping they'll at least show a trailer. Nothing was mentioned with Resident Evil 9. No GTA 6 gameplay. I was hoping for that. I wanted to see more extensive gameplay and information with that. And the most disappointing, which I think is amongst everybody else, mine was Resident Evil. But to everybody else, I would say Wolverine was the biggest disappointment. They showed nothing or even mentioned or talked about Wolverine at all. Now we'll talk about the special guest appearances and performances. The Snoop Dogg performance, trash. Trash. He was out there looking crazy. You had dudes for backup dancers where you should have had female backup dancers. It was like a woke performance, basically. So I'll just call it like that. And I hate using woke because I'm not trying to be part of that whole woke, regime and all that. But I'll just call it what it is, Harrison Ford, aka Sleepy Jones, Sleepy Joe, whatever you want to call it. He got on stage. He looked like he was drunk more than tired. They got this guy getting involved in too many things. Yeah, you're trying to promote the Indiana Jones game. I see that. But if you're not up to the task, man, just relax, man. Tell him to get somebody else to do it, Because I know he don't really need the money like that. The man's paid. So yeah, that was crazy. And Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad and Laura Bailey, fine as ever. They had a little flirting thing going on stage, and they both married, so I hope that don't cause marital problems when they get home. It was a little awkward, the way they were showcasing, how they felt about each other on stage. I mean, unless that was an act, which I don't know, that seemed like it seemed a little too genuine. But yeah, that was pretty much the award show for the most part. Yeah, if I was to rate this out of 10, I give it a solid 8. It was way better than previous Game Awards shows. Even though Astrobot, I felt like that being Game of the Year, I really don't care too much about those awards. But I have to say, Game of the Year went to Astrobot, which I mean, Sony winning. I'm a Sony guy too, so I mean, I should feel happy. But I just wish Black Myth Wukong would have won, because that seemed like that was more of a better game, popular game. But I understand they're giving all these little games to the younger generation who into these kiddie type games and shit. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But seeing how this showcase, next year's looking very fucking promising. Very promising for gaming. Because this gen almost seemed like it was going to catapult in the ground. So hopefully next year, I don't know how much longer of a generation cycle for this year gaming we have, but if 2025 looking up, who knows, man? It might end up going from the worst cycle of gaming until maybe almost the best, because there's a lot of good titles coming out next year. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much my quick recap of the Game Awards. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys saw the Game Awards, you let me know in the comment section what you thought about it. What was your likes, your gripes, your dislikes, and be sure to also smash the subscribe button in case you're new to the channel. And with that being said, it's your boy Viewmaster617 saying peace, happy holidays, and live life. I'm out.